I think part of what's motivating the attack on King, if you ask me, is the fact that there are conservatives like Charlie Kirk who are really mad at the attacks that have been launched against Robert E. Lee, George Washington, William Penn. It's like you're taking all these heroes of American history and you're like, look, this is their downside. We're gonna emphasize the bad things they did. And Charlie's like, okay, well, let's apply that standard to Martin Luther King. Why are we always talking about, oh, I have a dream? Let's talk about the other stuff the guy did. Why is that swept under the rug? So I can see where this is coming from. And I want to sort of answer the question about whether was King, in fact, a colorblind guy, or was he some sort of a radical? And the answer is both. In other words, King in his life never departed from the colorblind principle. He never advocated racial preferences. But it's also true that in the last years of his life, King became very embittered. He became very anti-American. He became very pro-socialist. He became a vociferous opponent of the Vietnam War. He was also a big advocate of what he called the Poor People's Campaign, which was what? Massive economic redistribution. Now, not economic redistribution based on race. He wanted money to move basically from well-off people to not so well-off people. But his idea was socialism. Let's sort of redistribute the wealth. Let's spread it around, to quote, was it Michelle Obama or Barack Obama? And so King was in that camp. To that degree, politically, he was in no way one of us. So when we defend King, we're defending the part of King that stood firm on the colorblind principle, and I think accurately put forward a vision of a society where race doesn't matter, where race is truly the painted face, where race is a matter of public and social indifference.